I had relations with a pig. That's called porking.
Ugh, that's tasteless.
No, ma'am, that's tasteless adjacent.
It's the final countdown. What everyone? Tasteless adjacent, episode 26. I'm Jay Chowder. We got Bone.
Hey.
We got Slopdog.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. What? That's a rough, flat tire to start everything off. Like, episode's already bad. Already bad. Dude, I gotta watch the hot ones, the latest hot ones with Shane Gillis. You guys know who Shane Gillis is, right?
Yeah.
He was like gonna be on SNL. He's a comedian. Anybody doesn't know, you're fucking. Who are you? He was gonna be on SNL. He's a comedian, but then he made some racial jokes like about Chinese people or something or Asian people. I don't know. What's the about? Oh boy, is that racist? And, but anyway, he made a comment, and then
the same.
No. And ding 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 ding. And anyway, no, but he made a comment, so they fired him before he even started SNL. But now, like, he's back around. He just kept doing his own sketches. Now he's like the new like spokesman for like Bud Light and shit. Anywho, but he was on Hot Ones, so he's on Hot Ones doing like, you know, to eat hot wings as they're talking. And okay. The host is like, oh, you have a lot of like old memorabilia from like, you know, the war and stuff like that. And he's like, what's your favorite piece of, you know, if that's shocking you have that or something, what's your favorite piece? And he started to say it, but he was saying as a joke, he's like, oh, I love my Nazi flag. And he's like, he's like, no, he's like, it's silence. He goes, I thought it was funny, but no one laughed. Because this time, and I can't say shit, man. Dude, it is like fucking bonkers. We went to the fucking beach the other day, and we always joke because we went to like it was supposed to be, but we had to go down the road because it was like sold out, the thing. So we kind of went off and we're kind of swimming in like, it's water, but it's also a brook, but other people there as well. Anywho, I always joke when we swim in those brooks, I always want to tell the kids to like, just be like, you know how like they always say in bad water, fish or something will crawl up your pecker hole, you know, like in like Vietnam or somewhere. Yeah, like, you know how like they say, so I always joke, I just want to yell to the kids, make sure you put on your condoms, and someone is like, what? Yeah, just put on your condoms so nothing crawls up your pecker hole. And my wife's just like, what the fuck's wrong with you? But then, so now it's an ongoing joke. When we're there, there's like an older girl kind of my wife says flirting with our older son. And I was like, oh, you know? And I was like, hey, good thing I told him to wear those condoms, huh? And she's like, oh my God. She said, that's my baby. I had him in my stomach. And I go, oh, he's going to put something in her stomach soon. You know what I mean? And she's like, get the fuck out of here. Because she doesn't want to hear about her kid fucking. You know, but I'm like, it's inevitable.
Bellissimo.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to say that if he nabbles down on some muff.
It is a double standard. Like, if your son has sex, you're just like, good job, champ. If your daughter has sex, you're just like, no,
you fucking whore. You don't want to be a whore. Be pregnant. They're like, oh, that's not it at all. Yeah. It is a double standard, which is horrible. But I think it would, you know, it's just this world. I don't know. I think we feel boys can handle themselves better than women, which isn't always true, but I don't know. You always want to look out for the girl, you know?
Let me tell you, it is not true. You should have seen, like, just going to my son's graduation and, like, the 8th grade girls and the 8th grade boys, they all just look like stinky, gross boys. And the girls all looked beautiful and put together. I don't think so.
That's why the hot girl in our high school, at least in my grade, the hottest girl, she dated the guy who was an upperclassman who supposedly raped a girl. I don't know. I can't prove it. That's what I heard. But then she was just getting his black dick all the time. Nothing wrong with that. But he was just, like, that's why she got some upperclassman dick. You know what I mean? and I'd suck it, and that's like would come in handy. But like she got that upperclassman dick, you know, and I think that you know that's why we lost out because we look like kids still, and they're fucking look like they could sneak into the club, you know. Remember they did that in Saved by the Bell? Hello. And Saved by the Bell. And that's how I feel. Oh, one more thing I gotta say, because we were talking about how people are gonna be whatever. We were at that same beach, right? You know, where whatever. My kid may or may not have gotten laid. And no, I'm joking. And but there's like a group of people show up. A guy, two girls who are thin, and a plumper girl. And I know I joke around fat or them, but a fat girl is my flavor. You know what I mean? Like that's my style of girl. Like if you're too skinny, too skinny, heroin chic, get the fuck out of here. I don't want that shit. I want some meat on the bone, baby. And anyway, but what's this saying? Oh, so they show up and then they all start doing like yoga. Like first one's changing her. They just put their, like how we swam as kids in our underwear. I think that's what they did. And one girl took off her top for a minute, and I looked away. And then they were like of age. They were like 20s, 30s, something like that. But I believe this guy was starting a cult because he's there. They're all doing like the home thing or whatever the hell it is. Whatever, God bless you. And, you know, they're doing their thingamajig. They got eyes closed, hands up, palms up in the air, whatever. And I'm like, Jesus, Christmas. And then they break out this lotion, which has to be just full of this. It's just the guy's cum, right? It's just lotion. So they're rubbing it on him, right? It looks like cum. Rubbing it on him, right? And then he starts rubbing one girl. Then he starts rubbing the other girl. And then the girls start rubbing each other. Fucking Fatty in the water. She did this a little bit. She must be new to the cult because she's shy. She's like, I'm getting out of this water. She went and sat on the fucking side, right? And let me tell you, like, and then they just kept rubbing. So, and after they had left, my wife was like, oh my God. And I mentioned it. She goes, oh my God, I didn't think you've seen that. And I didn't know what to do. I go, what do you do? I mean, our kids were kind of down a little bit, so they didn't see anything. But my wife and me, a whole time.
Comes over and starts rubbing your son's shoulders, rubbing some lotion.
Right, I mean, get the fuck out of here. I would have taken a rock to his fucking skull. And, you know, don't fucking touch my kid, you fuck. And, but anyway. But,
are you sure it was lotion? Maybe it was like body soap. Maybe they have a place to wash.
No, dude,
maybe they're traveling around the country in a camper and need to wash up in the brook.
Listen, we do that and it's fine, right? This wasn't taking the fucking bar of soap to the fucking thing. You know what I mean? We've all had the days where
we judging people with your fucking kids wash you with a fucking rag on a stick.
We've all had those days where you go down to the pond you're staying by and you take a bath in it and wash your dishes. Not at the same time. Well, not disgusting. And you know what I mean? And then you put them back in a big sheet and you bring them back up to the RV. And we've all done that. And then but these people were rubbing, I think, his cum on each other. And then they were like, it was just very awkward. It was very sexual. And it was goodness. Let me tell you, if they had brought Fatty into the mix, I probably would have caved. You know what I mean? But like he was like, I'm not joining. And then like he kind of like when they were done rubbing, when they were getting out of the water, he kind of made like a kissy face or something to her. So I think she's new to the cult. I think that bitch better run. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. And but anyway, that was an awkward experience we had at the beach down here. Hello. One time we went to go to a fucking hot springs. There's just a guy sitting there, balls floating in the water. I'm like, oh boy.
Yikes.
That's why they call it a hot spring. It's getting hot in there. You know what I mean? Who's starting the party? Not me, you fucking hippie. And anyway, God bless everyone. How's everyone doing? Nobody knows. It's taking us a while because Bone, your wife just had a baby, right?
She did have a child, yes, and I am tired because, you know, babies wake up a lot at night, and I've thankfully been able to take a leave from work for a little bit, and I had to go back next week, but I got a month off, and got to spend time with my kids and the new baby, and so it's been awesome.
Yeah, those babies are selfish, right?
Oh, they just want to eat 24 hours a day, and I'm just like, dude.
They want to eat. They want to be held. They want to be kept alive. Come on, baby. Pull your weight, you son of a bitch.
He's been having some stomach gas issues the last couple nights, so it's all farting it up, and he fart cries, like he'll go. So he's got fart needles.
Is he shitting okay though?
I
He says I love you on the phone. When he gets off, he's beating him with a hickory stick.
I sent you guys the video of my son's graduation present. What'd you think?
It's creepy as fuck.
He graduated kindergarten, by the way, because they graduate every grade now. Every grade is a graduation. It's fucking. There's a certificate, the fucking ceremony, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
It's fucking.
I didn't graduate kindergarten. Did you guys? I didn't graduate kindergarten either time.
No, I didn't.
I stayed back in kindergarten. No, I had dyslexia. I have dyslexia.
I'm joking. You're not stupid. I love you. And listen, though.
I do have dyslexia. I stayed back for real. I just stayed back in kindergarten.
That is true, yeah. Did they want to keep you another time, too, but then Mom didn't want us to be in the same grade?
Yeah, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. The problem was they couldn't really figure out dyslexia really well back then. So it took them till second grade to really get me into a teacher who could actually help me, and she helped me being able to read correctly. And I read I read all the time now. I love reading, and the only time I start mixing up shit is when I get really tired and my brain relaxes, and I sometimes I'll reverse words and stuff.
I like writing. I hate reading.
I like doing both. I've been actually working on a novel. I'm working on 3 novels actually, and I got
your novels here.
I got 3. I'm almost on the 4th chapter of one novel. Second one, I got 2 chapters in, and the third one, I got the prologue.
Romance novel?
No. One is kind of like a coming of age. One is a horror fantasy, and one is like a horror.
That's good. I only write sketches, so I mean,
I read some sketches.
I don't fucking have it.
Sometimes I send you sketches that you just ignore. So
that's not true.
It's like, oh, that's a good one. Here, let's record 8 others I just wrote.
That's not true. Half true. 4.
You're like, I love this idea, kid. I love it. Write it up. I read it up. I hear nothing about it.
My dad's like, hey, your cousin called me and he wants me to record this stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, show me. And then he's like, something about touching a butthole. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you know how to do it? He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay. So I'm showing him on his phone. I'm like, if you push right here, see, you can. So then I'm like, I can record my voice. I'm being stupid, like play it back for him. I'm like, okay. So then you push this button and it'll send it to him. He's like, oh, all right, I got it. I'm like, no.
Yeah, he sent me a couple things that are pretty good. He's going to be in a sketch that's co-written by my kids. So
well,
it's pretty funny.
Well, you did, put him in a position that he's familiar with.
I typecasted him.
You typecast him. He's like, oh, butthole. I know all about this.
He's like, I got it.
Oh, I'm on it. Oh no!
Like, no, don't send us video. Just audio.
Oh no!
Was America.
Oh my God! Crazy.
But no, your kid loves those creepy animatronic things, right? That's what his gift was. It was a creepy animatronic. That's horrifying to me and Slopdog.
I think that's it was on sale. Halloween stuff is starting to come out. We went and did a Halloween run this week. Yesterday, we went out and we went to Joanne Fabrics. We went out to Party City. We went out to At Home, and they all started putting out Halloween stuff already.
Hey, what'd you go to man stores? Did you go to anything manly?
I did. I went to Lowe's.
I like the bridges over here.
I went to Lowe's. I'm actually putting up a garage. A shed. So I had to paint. I had to stain the cement pad that's out there and put up that.
I bought a hammer. Definitely a hammer.
I redid the trench that drains the water, so it doesn't.
That does look
flood
good.
my house.
In your front yard. That's
good. And I took out all the rocks out of the pond and redid that. And, yeah.
We get it. You got a dick. You eat pussy. We get it. We know. Fuck. Jesus Christ. I was only busting your shots on the fucking
No, I've been doing a lot of yard work and stuff because I'm on leave and I feel like I can't just sit around and do nothing. So,
and after that, girls, we're gonna go to the fucking Christmas tree shop and get things for the lawn.
Christmas tree shop is shut down. Sorry,
it's all closed. It's
It went out of business.
Oh no! Hey, did you see the flamingo in fucking Cape Cod? Like there was like a story where a fucking flamingo got swept up from Florida.
No, it actually by the time we were in Cape Cod, it was in Long Island.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
But we did go to the beach, and all over there's just like, watch out for sharks, watch out for seals, do not touch the wildlife. And there was like shark bite kits and like call 911.
Oh my God.
Severe bleeding kits.
Remember Jaws was filmed?
No, it was in Long Island.
New York?
Yeah.
Oh. I always thought it was in Cape Cod.
No, I believe in Jaws you can see the Amityville house at one point. I believe.
Eesh.
I could be wrong with that.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like that house at all. Like, and anytime I see those windows, and I could not own a house with Amityville windows. I'm like, nope, it's not happening.
Would you?
I don't care.
Okay.
This is gonna be the
Would
perfect
you say?
house. Not fucking. It's not happening.
But like, you like creepy
perfect,
stuff. But like, would you stay in like one of those kind of houses? Like, you know how like you can spend a night like in the like one of the creepiest like
The Lizzie Borden house.
you know, haunted areas. Yeah, like, would you do that, or are you like, no, that's too much?
That's how horror movies start. I've seen a lot of them.
Okay, like that's like, why would you choose to do that? No, thank you. I'm good.
Nikki's wanting to stay at the Cloud Motel.
Show. The what?
What's?
It's like a hotel in Nevada. Just it's called the Clown Motel, and it's just like clowns all over the place.
Oh my God, no, that's a no.
I'd be fine with
Supposedly
that.
haunted, but
No, thank you.
Lizzie Borden house wouldn't be bad because it's not like she.
Oh, did you ever see?
She wasn't a ghost, but Amityville would be. Fuck that.
There was that one movie that was based on a true story where that ghost like raped that girl over and over, and it wasn't just attached to the house; it attached to her. So no matter where she went, it like raped her.
Jesus, that's horrible.
AKA her stepfather.
No, it was supposedly based on a true story. Oh,
yeah, it was her stepfather.
That was horrific.
Fucking, they fucking no one would tell. They just fucking that's a ghost.
I can't remember.
He comes in with a sheet on his head. Boo! Boo! Time to rape you. I'm a ghost. We follow you everywhere. Ghost has got a boner. Cuts a hole in it like Charlie Brown's got all those holes in his fucking thing and just got a hole for his dick. It's horrible. Don't rape people. That's horrible. And
that your after school special? No raping.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Okay, no raping.
Folks,
we're just up here talking, and it's all for entertainment purposes. So but in real life, just know it's not good to rape. Okay? You're not going to be a swell guy.
The Entity
the more you
from
know
1982.
Ding, ding.
The more you know.
So, everybody out there, if you'd like us to do a Tasteless adjacent episode of The Entity from 1982, a movie review,
like,
please put it in the
watch
comments,
it, motherfucker.
And if we get like 10 people that say they want it, then Slopdog, we have to do it. I'm sorry.
Kid, I'm not watching that.
I'm not doing it. I'm not watching it either. No, you're gonna do it by yourself. You scary bastard! No. I don't think like all you can picture is being Bart Simpson in your house now, like just sitting on the bed all afraid and can't sleep. Clown's gonna eat me. Like no.
I did think about when Chowder was down, like in the middle of the night, moving an animatronic into the guest room. So
I would have pissed my pants.
When he woke up and just sets the motion sensor off and just starts laughing.
I have a fucking heart attack. I'm so fucking fat. You know what I mean? And you fucking have to deal with dead meat laying there. Good for you. Hopefully, I've washed before after my trip. If I'm unwashed, that's gonna be rough on you. And
that's gonna be Gilbert Grape.
you have to burn your house down. Just burn your house down. Cut your losses. You know what's funny is I'll say that like I'm at work, or I work in a professional place, believe it or not, and it's so funny. Like I'll not think because that's not that bad, but like I talk about how I want to lose weight. I'm like, yeah, I don't want me to get so fat that they have to pull a Gilbert Grape and just burn the house down, and then people are like, what? Oopsies. Oh, that you can't even say that here? That's crazy. And
fine. Burn my trailer down, but you get the idea.
Right. You know what I'm saying. I barely still out the door. And but no, like today, like they were saying something to me, and they were like, about how remember we have this day off because it's a holiday coming up. I never remember, and I'm like, dude, my wife always tells me I gotta watch the news. All I really care about is like kind of entertainment news because regular news makes me sad. That I watch wrestling stuff like that. I watch news on wrestling, and but like otherwise, I'm like everything else makes me sad. Me saying that sentence made you all sad, and but
so sad.
Boy, go fuck your mother. And no, so but I'm like, but then I started ranting, and I'm like, I go, I don't care who you like for president. You like Trump, you hate Trump. I go, who cares? I go, it doesn't matter either way. I go, I don't want to know any of that stuff. I don't want it to clog my mind up. And I'm like, but I should probably watch more news. And I did a rant like this all just because they were telling me, don't forget we got an upcoming day off of work. Losing my mind at work. I hate
like, you could take a long weekend and not come back.
I don't get the day off from work. Like even like Zoe's school is open, like the school, like the summer camp, because they're like Monday's like the last day, but then like Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. Then it's like I send her to camp, so like she goes to school for camp, whatever. But they're open because they even sent out a thing. People were questioning it, and they're like, no, we're open. Yeah. So like I don't know if it's just like different depending on the company, maybe, or depending on like what area you're in. I have no idea like how that's figured out. But
such a newer kind of thing. Holiday. It's not 100% federal like certain days are.
Oh yeah.
Just like I don't know.
I know how you're talking about Juneteenth. Yeah, it's eventually it's coming around. More and more places are giving.
June 9th or whatever, or Martin Luther King Day 2, whatever you want to call it. And what? And no.
Like
I'm joking.
I think it just depends on the place, but like we didn't get those off before either. Like when like it was Martin Luther King Day or like Columbus Day or like what do they call it now? Like all those, we didn't get any of those off either. So I guess our company's just like, nope, you're lucky you get Christmas off.
I think it's a good idea. They're celebrating that. All right, cool. And that's it's a good reason and stuff. But I don't know. And my place of work,
my penis,
they are big on pride and diversity and all this other jazz. So they will fucking they're big on, so we have it off and stuff. So, but it's good. It's good to have it off. So probably eventually
everybody
get a day
off.
Yeah.
Do they pay you for it? It's like a paid day off, right?
Yes. So that's not bad.
Nice.
It's like if a post office has it off, I'll tell you that.
I might get a text message at like 4 a.m. tonight from Chowder just going, "Kid, just cut all that. Just cut everything I said about it there. Just cut that whole section."
Just cut where I work. That's it. That's all I said. Just cut where I work. And,
just cut it completely.
No, that's fine. That's it. And then,
now I got it brewing, so I am going to get that text message.
Oh, shit. Now I'm thinking about it. Motherfucker. No, but listen. I don't know. One day, hopefully I won't work there. But so I'm writing sketches, right? And I'm sending them out to people as well. So I'm thinking I got people, like I'm acquaintances with, not really best friends with, but, knew each other from playing in the band Moist Chicken and playing around and things like that. So I'm just, sending scripts out. And two of them, one guy just kind of stopped answering me. And the other guy kind of just said, nah, that's not really for me, and stuff. So but I understand, I'm respectful. I'm like, oh, no worries, thanks, man, I appreciate it. But I figured they were these sick monkeys. I'm like, they would fucking love this. But they said no. The sketch, it was the one I wrote in the garage. And I had a couple sketches, and they were like, nope. And then I kind of sent a couple out at the same time, so like a couple different people, would decide on them. And I luckily had another buddy decide on doing it, so he recorded it. That's good. So we're editing that. And then, but it was just funny that like to catch up with like people like, and I thought one thing, but people were like, no, that's not for me. And one of the guys
that spread around so much, so if you do break some kind of law, that you're just like everybody did it, not just me.
Did what? And no. But when I was talking to one guy, he was like promoting something he was doing too. So I was like, oh shit, I'll have to check it out. But I was actually in the process of taking a shower at the truck stop, and I was texting him. I think I told you this, Bo, right? Where he was just, and I was like, oh, I'll check it out. I'm taking a shower at the truck stop right now. But I just, I guess, self-involved. I'm like, oh, he must know I'm traveling, right? But I haven't talked to this guy in years. And he was like, oh, you got a CDL or something? And I was like, oh, nope. But I didn't like finish writing my sentence, like because I space out a lot. So I just go, nope. And then his next text is like, just like hanging out at truck stops. Mark. Like, if you think about it, you haven't talked to me in years. I'm like, hey, I haven't talked to you in years. Why don't you do this crazy perverted sketch? Okay, not really my thing. Oh, you got a thing? Let me check it out. But currently, I'm at a truck stop showering. Okay. Oh, you travel? You got a truck? That's your job now? Not at all. Okay. What do you think? You're a sick, demented, crazy person who fucking fucks at truck stops, right? And then I had to explain, oh, LOL, no, I travel full time with my family, and we, and I'm like, and then we shower truck stop. He's like, oh, okay, got it. I think right then and there I might have lost him. You'll be like, what the fuck? And, who am I talking to?
Like, hey, what's
up?
Good to
catch up with people.
My name's. Remember me? I'm Chowder. I saw you two decades ago from my band. Hope you're all well. Would you mind recording this line that says "I like to suck dicks"? Please get back to me. Thanks.
I'll be at the truck stop.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's weird. But anyway, I just thought that was a great conversation. Which is like, because even my kid the other day was like, Dad, you told me this, because I was telling him something. And I think I called you again, Bone. Like, kid, did I ever say this story before? And you were like, no. And then, but my wife and my son were both like, you've told this story before, because I had an idea for a sketch. I'm like, what if all these guys are in a sauna, and one guy just keeps licking his lips? And I was talking to my wife, and I hear my kid go, you said that before, Dad? And my wife's like, yeah, you have. And I was like, I've never come up with this idea before. And then I remember you guys on the podcast telling me I told a story, or multiple stories, and I never remember telling it. I think I'm getting Alzheimer's.
You might.
Or your short-term memory is lost because of something that you've been doing much more frequently.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe.
Breathing in the mountain air.
Breathing in the lovely nature, the greenery.
Bellissimo.
I'd suck it. And, we should get a shirt that says that. I'd suck it.
I gotta put those aside.
I'll never forget that.
I'm gonna tell my dad joke, but I think I already told you guys, so never mind.
What happened?
What?
My dad joke that I heard. Did I tell you my dad joke?
Maybe?
Hit us with the juice.
All right, here we go. It's dumb, but whatever. So, did you know that guys have 3 knees? They have a right knee, a left knee, and a weenie.
Boo. I like it, but I like
dad
jokes.
Say that. I do. I love the dad jokes because I'm a dad.
That's cute.
Say it.
Cute joke, right?
No, that's
happy Father's Day to you both. It's almost Father's Day.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I seen the perfect fucking description of Father's Day. It said Mother's Day and had 2 glasses of wine, ocean view, nice spread of food out. It said Father's Day, fucking TV dinner.
So I saw something too about. I saw something about Mother's Day cards. It was like, oh, I love you. Thank you for everything you do. You're wonderful. Best mom. Like all that kind of stuff, right? And then it says Father's Day cards. Happy birthday or whatever, you fart idiot. I was like,
That's correct. That's fucking correct.
Nothing. It's an adult joke.
Valentine's Day is for the ladies. Fucking Mother's Day, Father's Day is just for the ladies. God bless you, ladies. You're beautiful and awesome. You do deserve a good Mother's Day. I totally agree. But then I shouldn't fucking get the shaft. I mean, just give me a little bit of peace and quiet, man. Let me do some writing without 10 million interruptions. I don't know. Come on, man. Or I don't know. God bless you. But I don't know. I always think it's funny that like almost every parent, the reason they're being honored, they want to get away from. They're like, yep, yes. I'm a mother, I'm a father. I don't want to be around I want to forget I have children for the day.
Yes, please send me away. Anywhere but here. I know, it's like awful.
I just want to hang out with my kids, build a shed, and eat some chicken.
Oh, listen to the manly guy over here.
We forgot. He goes to those, he builds fucking cabins now. Oh, man, he just grew a beard. His chest is popping out of his fucking cowboy button shirt.
Right after he finishes splitting all the wood. Oh my god.
with my hands.
With my manly hands. Send us a picture of hands. I guarantee they're
You need an axe. Such a pussy.
Send me a picture of hands. I bet you they're the smoothest fucking things I've ever seen. So all the cum you get on them.
Dude, our parents' house was legitimately being taken over by the forest. I went around and I cut a good 4 or 5 feet around the house. Like I cut down trees and shrubs and poison ivy, and I took a hedge trimmer and some clippers and just went through and a lawnmower.
And his bare hands.
It took me like 6 hours.
You drank a fucking beer.
I held the beer on top of my hard-on because I'm so manly.
I saw a squirrel and I made sure I punted it across the
Yeah, fuck my squirrel. Get the fucking marshals, you little bitch.
Who was the joke that did the cashew flats in their penis, flipping them into their mouth?
Oh, Dane Cook.
Dane Cook. That's what I do with the squirrels. Boop.
Like a catapult.
Perfect, dick.
Oi.
I get that squirrel if you know what I mean. Real man.
Dude, I had a tick on my penis years ago. It freaked me out.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought about it the other day because my wife's friend, she had a tick in her vagina.
Oh, boy. Fucked in the woods?
It just crawled. It must have crawled up her leg and just went right into her vagina and just made a home.
Sweet baby Jesus. Now you may be afraid of something else. What the fuck? Stop.
Have you ever watched
fucking touching her pussy like a mad woman and her husband is like, are you fucking crazy yourself? You want me to come over there? You know what? I'm just looking for a tick.
Is there a tick in there? He's gonna wear it like a hat.
Well, have you guys ever watched Naked and Afraid?
Look in there.
Have you ever watched Naked and Afraid?
I know of it, but I haven't
watched it.
I've watched full
they're
marathons
naked.
of it. I kind of love that show a little bit. I've watched full marathons of it, and there's episodes where they get put out in these harsh environments, completely naked, and they get to bring a fire starter or
dick in your hand,
a rope. And there was they're getting ticks in their buttholes and vaginas and stuff, and they pick them out of each other and stuff, and it's crazy, man.
No. It's not crazy.
I always thought,
are your pants on for this?
I always thought,
I feel like when that bitch pulls out the rope, pulls out the rope, you're like, I hope she really just wraps it tight around her tit, makes her nipple pop. You know what I mean? Like fucking sicko.
Well, they shade out the boobs and stuff, any genitals and stuff. They blur them out.
He's out in the backyard naked, trying to build that shed.
But
Getting yelled at by his wife.
Jerking off the fucking National Geographic.
But it's always like it's one guy and one girl, and they don't know each other, and they're dropped off within like a couple 100 feet of each other, and they have to like hike to each other, fully naked.
It's rape.
And they get one like survival item of their choice, and they have to try to
condom.
They have to. They have to try to coexist and survive and get out of the jungle to an extraction point. And they might be in the desert or the jungle, or they have to find they have to find a way to start fire. Listen
to that. If I'm naked, I'm afraid someone's gonna see me naked. That's why I'm naked and afraid. I don't want anybody seeing me naked. It's horrific.
And like, how are you gonna like? I don't know. You try to start a fire, so you're taking your wiener and you're rubbing it against the stick, and you're trying to like.
Well, some of these people are like
dicks flopping back and forth, but
all of them have some kind of training. You know, they're rangers or they have survival training, and they supposedly know how to start fires or build houses. And when you get into they just don't know. It just like everything falls apart. There's tons of bugs. They get bug bites all over them. They get ticks in their holes.
They're naked rangers. Fuck that. No. They get money. They get money for like surviving.
They must.
Is there, like a prize?
It's a show, so they must. And you have to.
You've watched this show.
You have to survive.
You don't know how it ends?
They never. Well, you have to survive. Like sometimes it's 21 days, sometimes it's 30 days in like the environment, and then get to the extraction point. But they don't say what you win. If you win, I'm supposing you win something. Maybe it's just bragging rights.
Listen to me. I love you very much. I love you very much. I was only busting your chops how you're jerking out to it, but I think you are now, though, truthfully, because you don't even know how the fucking episode ends. Once you're finished, you throw the remote, and you're like, we're done here, and you leave the room. As these people are naked and afraid, you've already blown your load. It's some poor fucker crying naked with a bug on his dick, and you're like, this is the way I like it. National Geographic, here we come in color. And then you're just fucking going for it. Jesus Christ, you're disgusting.
I've just always wondered how I would do on one of those shows.
I think horrible.
I think I can do it. I think I can do it.
Oh boy, let's do it. Plug the podcast.
That's a bonus material. Naked, Tasteless adjacent, naked and afraid.
Here's our bowl when I'm naked and afraid.
It's like, I'm naked and afraid. There's something in my butt. We'd be like,
You can laugh at your misery. We were just talking about the other day on our text thread. It's always funny. If one of us is missing, whoever is missing just gets fucking bashed the whole time they're gone. The person could be dead in the woods, and we're just like, bash that motherfucker, and we just bash the third person who isn't here. I love it. It makes me laugh. I'm like, because you weren't answering the other day, and fucking Slopdog and I were just going at you hard. Are you fucking your dog still? And someone's like, he puts eggs in his pocket. And we're laughing, we're fucking loving it. And then we're like, oh my god, the poor Slopdog, she always caves first. And always like, we're just kidding. And then, like, she always goes, just so you know. And but it's just so funny. I just was like, oh my god. And then like you're like, and then out of nowhere, I just see you text, I got 51 missed messages. And it's just us trashing you.
I'm sorry, I was up doing manly things.
We didn't know yet.
I was practicing for Naked and Afraid.
Want to hear how unmanly I am? For one, I forgot my wallet at home, so I had to rush back as my wife, who didn't get angry, that's a lie, she was like, all right, and then so I had to run back in I like crank. I love rock kind of rap. I love like new metal stuff, but I also love boy bands. And I fucking was cranking Larger Than Life by Larger Than Life by the Backstreet Boys. And I didn't realize my window was down, and it's like bam, 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 and the bass is going in the truck. and I'm just got it blaring like a real queen at the light, and I look over, and the look on these girls' faces, they were disgusted that I was listening to the Backstreet Boys.
They're just like, you're so brave on Pride Month.
Yes! Oh, that's another thing, brave. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I understand, like, the brave shirt. Like, I see when we were at some store and they had a brave shirt, and I was mocking it, and my wife has to tell me to be careful. And I'm like, I think of, like, you know, like when someone's overweight, right? They put on a shirt. They're so brave. Brave? You're not brave. You're fucking hungry. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? Saying from a fatty. If I couldn't wear a shirt and say, I'm fucking fat fuck, but I'm brave because I support it. No, I mean, I eat too much, and it's good that you have good self-esteem. That's fucking awesome. But you're not fucking brave for being a fat fuck who goes out in public. You're just fat fuck. You know what I mean?
Speaking of, did you guys see the challenge that I saw on that Spikes?
The what?
You have to eat 21 hot dogs to get a free meal.
A lot of hot dogs.
It's a whole
Well, you're manly though. I bet you could do it. You just get naked and then just start eating them.
whole lot of
Eat them.
injections.
Pretend you're naked and afraid.
Oh my god, I watched Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2 for the first time in the last couple days.
Grown Ups 2 is good. I think 2 gets a little dirtier, right? Not crazy.
2 gets
dirtier,
way
but
dirty. I
like
love
them
like
both.
the dude. I forgot what his name is, but he's the bus driver, and he's like, I got divorced. Like, after 3 months, yes. And he's just like, how come? My wife caught me eating a banana with my butt. I shouldn't have done it at her parents' house.
Dude, he's great. He's a Grandma's Boy too. I love Grandma's Boy. Oh.
Yeah,
Me too. I love that
like
movie.
it.
That's a good one.
But yeah, I still think we should buy Spikes.
Do what?
We should buy Spikes.
Are they selling it currently?
I don't know.
There's
We
spikes.
should buy it.
Like hot dogs?
It's the best hot dog place in the world.
But I'll go back to hot dog.
It's just a bag of hot dogs.
He's like,
I go there
yeah.
every time I can because they're gonna close down eventually. And I'm gonna be very sad.
It is a good. It's like a place you just their main. Instead of a burger joint, it's a hot dog place. It's called Spikes because they got this fucking cool,
Spikes
awesome looking
Junkyard
bulldog
Dogs.
And
Man,
yeah,
yeah.
it's mad that I'm putting this meat in my mouth.
They had a. It's been around Rhode Island forever. They had
Ignore
a
the one
food
hanging out
truck.
my asshole. What?
They had a food truck in 5 locations.
Yeah.
Now they don't do the food truck anymore, and they only have 1 location. So they have no
Well,
social media
where-
presence.
Where is it?
It's behind the only one. It's in
It's in
Cranston.
a dark alley.
It's in Cranston behind TF Green Airport.
Behind the airport.
You gotta go behind the airport, tap your foot. The guy gives you a hot dog. You gotta close your eyes though.
Through
You
a
can't take
hole in
bites
the
of the
wall.
hot dog. Just suck out the hot dog. Yeah.
Just get the juices.
Just suck
No,
out the
but-
condiments, boy. And
It's the best hot dog ever. It's a special recipe. They make their own rolls, which are like half grinder rolls. I get
Oh,
a
boy.
Texas Ranger, which is barbecue sauce, bacon, and cheddar, and it's the fucking best hot dog in the world. It's so good.
Of course you get
this
a
whole
Texas
episode,
Ranger.
this whole episode's boat coming out about fucking his man fucking and being fucked. By the,
We're gonna do a
Whole
Texas
episode.
adjacent hot dog contest. We're gonna eat at Nikki's, and then we're gonna go to Spike's. We're gonna decide what's better. What has a better
Dude, Nikki's
meat?
Doghouse is great.
Which
I
has a
love
better
Nikki's Doghouse. I
hot
don't know
beef
if
injection?
Yeah, what's the better hot beef? Dude, I don't know if it's nostalgic or not, but I love Nikki's Doghouse. Like just the train that goes around and the chicken
Yes.
sandwich and the fucking hot dog and Dirty Darlene used to work there.
They changed the hot dogs up a lot. There's a huge menu of all different kinds of stuff. They
There's,
put
like, all
beans
different stuff
and
now.
all of-
What?
They accept cards.
You don't have to
You
have
don't
cash.
have to have cash anymore. They do milkshakes there. It's still really good. I had it when we were when Jill gave birth. We were still in the hospital. We were looking to get some food that wasn't cafeteria food, so I went down and got some hot dogs at Nikki's.
Yeah.
And then he ate them like a man.
Yeah.
I made her watch
like,
me.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
like, watch me. See how many I can fit in my mouth.
Did you give her a hot dog and go, this is how we got into this mess? Me giving you a hot dog. Waka, waka, waka.
Don't break eye contact. You watch me.
You watch me eye to eye.
We're gonna lady and tramp this hot dog
with our ass.
Oh, Jesus.
That's horrible.
That's a food eating. That's a hell of a food eating contest. How many hot dogs can you fit in your ass?
Oh, I don't think there are any winners in that.
Not the hot dogs for sure. And,
I've been watching a lot of Man vs. Food lately, so we've been watching like food contests.
Oh, nice.
There's a lot
I
near
like those.
neck of the
I'd be
woods.
hungry.
Are you watching those naked too?
At the beach house in Cape Cod, my wife's parents are just like, we love that you bring your husband, but can you tell him to put his pants on?
We heard something about the Juicy Lucy challenge, and he said, "Damn right," and then he locked the door and slammed it. Slammed the door, locked it.
And he's like, "I'm a man.
I'm a man. Coming to manly food."
Truthfully, though,
forget that my asshole is wrapped around the doorknob.
Do you guys think you would ever do a food challenge?
With you?
Not like that.
No. That's, I was going to say hard no, but I don't want to get you excited.
No, like a real food challenge.
A regular one. Yeah.
I watched The Great Outdoors. I love that food challenge where he eats the steak. It's fucking great scene. And I laugh. My wife would be Dan Aykroyd in that. Here in my stomach and go, yep. And then he's like, all done. And then the worst part of the steak is, even though it's good, is the gristle and the fat. Imagine being full. I can't imagine being full and having to eat more steak. Then you can eat the gristle and the fat. Fuck that. Dan Aykroyd did exactly what my wife would do. He'd go, listen, if I can also get if I can also get a couple desserts, I'm thinking you can throw some hatch for the kids. My wife would totally do that to me. The fucking she'd be like, let's see if we can get this fucking eat. She'd give me a fucking start kick like you would a motorcycle. She'd be, let's go, big boy! Ah! Start me up like an eat machine.
Oh my god.
Well, that is delicious tonight. I think we did pretty good. We're going to shorten it up a little bit tonight. I think that was a good cast. And people don't know we haven't recorded a cast in a fucking little bit. So, I don't know, pretty good out of the gate. Let us know how it is, Bo. You got to listen to it back. And
haven't recorded a cast? What?
What? Podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, we haven't done one in a while.
I didn't know this young kid, lingo these days.
I don't know it either. And, I didn't even know.
Sometimes you call it a pod, sometimes you call it a cast. Just like fucking podcast.
Wow.
Jesus.
So now put your pants back on.
Put your pants on. Stop being so afraid.
I'm going to send you guys a train clip. So.
Awesome. Gonna ignore that. All right. So saith the shepherd. So saith the flock. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Woo!
What are you, some kind of dog, Dick? Dick.
What were they going to do down there? Like, it's just
Circle
wrong.
jerk.
Ugh.
Just a big circle jerk.
I got to ookie cookie it. And then,
It was kind of like playing gotcha. You just jerking off, and if you get hit, you're out.
I got me.
Right in the eye.
Who's taking their shirt off?
Do you want me to take my shirt off?
Bellissimo.
That's right, motherfuckers.
We gotta get on that. We gotta get on that thing.
Quick, right?
Longevity.
Too long.
Instant gratification.
We're more famous.
Just a big circle jerk. The porno.
All excited.
We gotta get
Let's
on the pud bean or the boom bang.
Pud bean.
Whatever they were.
Oh boy.
Sounds dirty. What were they going to do down there? Like, it's
Circle
just wrong. Ugh.
Just a big circle jerk.
Whatever gets me off.